Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to another class. Let me do the checking here to see if the sound is okay. Let's wait the YouTube to load. Hey, hello everybody. Okay, the sound is okay. So what I like to do in the today class is to review the last question about how we calculate the tax. And the reason for that is, not sure if it was clear, but I was just doing a simulation or like, oh, how could we calculate tax? But the most important lesson here is most of the time it's not up to the software engineer to decide what has to be done or how thing has to be done. We take care of the technical side of it, but in this case, we need to ask the business people, whoever know, like whatever company you are working on. Okay, please give me guidance, like give me some documents or some specification how I should calculate the tax. A lot of mistakes come from assumption that we think, oh, what I explained probably made sense, but then I remember, oh, well, there is a lot of variation depending if it's service, if it's product, or which country you are. So what I do here is do a little bit of exercise. So I was intent to use Copilot, but when I tried to do the subscription, Microsoft put a halt on subscription now. They are like reformulated. So I went with the Windsurf. So I used Windsurf before. My work we use Copilot, so I was trying to use the same, but it's good to use something different. Later on, we may use Copilot, but at the end, they are pretty much the same. So the difference is that Copilot, we can use the vanilla VS Code. And with Windsurf is VS Code, but it's a fork and is not like authorized by Microsoft, so we cannot run some of the extension, the one that does, for example, debugging. So we're not going to do debugging here, or we can use both. We use this Windsurf to do all the AI thing, the prompting, and then we can go to VS Code just to do the debugging. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna enable the chat in, oh, where is it here? The chat. And then I pretend that the chat here, that our AI agent, is going to help us figure out how to calculate the tax. So what I do here is, let's do this. Up to this point, you put a comment here. And I will call method 1. So it's the one that we came in the last class. I will remove all this empty space. And let's do this. As you can see, as soon as I type something here, AI is already trying to find out, oh, what is his intention, and it's trying to put some code here. If I hit tab, it's going to be there. So it's something that, let me see if I can easily turn that off. I guess we can come here and there is the complete show mode. We can just disable. So that way it does not bother us. It's something that I see people not enjoy it. For me, it's kind of depend what I'm doing. Right now, let's turn off. So what I do is let's use our AI to help us. Imagine that is someone in our company that is specialized in tax. So let's do some prompt here. Let's ask something like this. In the Curie program, and I can do this. I can copy and paste a reference. There is some better ways to do this, but I copy. We are calculating the tax. However, we are applying the sales tax percentage only to the profit. Please review it, and add a new code below to calculate tax as it should be done in the USA. Let's see if the assumption we had has to be very clear what we did here. When we solve the last question, we only apply the tax, sales tax to the profit because we thought, oh, this is fair. But remember, tax is never fair. Oh, it is fair, I don't know, but the government say, oh, I want this percent, doesn't matter what is your profit. So it's up to you to calculate how much you're gonna sell based on how much you have to pay me. So that is a very important, that's why every big company has a very strong fiscal and tax like department. So let's see what we can gonna get from this. And it's nice because one of the idea here is like to prepare you already to use AI. I don't want to overuse AI in the beginning because I think it's going to cause some trouble for whoever is learning, but it's something that is a reality and we must get used to it. So let's see what we're going to get from here. Let me do this. I will hide this so we can see the entire code. So let me accept right away and let's say, correct USA sales tax calculation. Tax applied to the total price, not just the profit. So if for some reason we went live with this code, we would put our company in big problem. If we sell the solution to someone, we would cause worries. That's why software is something that we have to be very careful. And my advice to anyone is, as soon as you start to work in a company or as soon as you start to do something, make sure that you validate what you are doing. You can, if you are working in a company, if it's not in the specification, ask someone. Make sure that you send an email or a sent message or ask for a document, and then you attach that document to your work. Like in your ticket, say, oh, I calculated tax following these rules. Because later on, if something happened, you are covered, and it's easier to figure out what is wrong and explain why you did that way. Okay, so what as an engineer we should be able is to read what is here. So basically what we're doing, not different from the before, we are calculating profit based on the cost, and then we are calculating the total price before tax. We're gonna apply, okay, this is my cost and this is my profit. And now we're gonna say correct sales tax. AI is using some different names here, but what we're doing, okay, now we're gonna apply the sales tax percentage on the total price. And now we have the sales price. So it's a little difference, but it's going to make like a big impact because let's save it and let's run, and you can see both results. So you can see what will be the difference. There is something wrong. Oh, sorry. This is exactly the message I said. See, you say, oh, we cannot debug using this. We have to do some other thing to do. So I'll save this guy and I'll just run without debug. As we're gonna have multiple lines. Oh, what is going on? Oh no, this is something else. It's just because, okay, let's do this. Let's use Visual Studio to run and debug. And I explain this later on. So basically it's because I didn't set up this guy to run C# code yet. Let's wait Visual Studio to open. Let's do this. And as they are changing the same files, it's fine. I can just come here. I open the file so we can see it. I prepared some material for AI that we're gonna learn later on. And let's go to our question number 10. Is 10? No, it's not here, it's breaks. So now we can put a breakpoint so we can see what, but let's run without a breakpoint initially. Let's just do F5. And then let's make an easy example to follow. I bought something for 100. I want to have 20%. And the tax for this specific product is 7%. So what happened is, in the first approach, we calculate that we'll sell, the sales tax will be 1.4 and the price will be 121. In the correct calculation, look how much changed. The sales tax on total price will be 8.4 instead of just 1.4. And then we're gonna sell to 128.4 because from those total sale price, we have to get the amount to pay the tax and then our profit. Cool. So yeah, that is what I was planning for the today class. I may record another class later on, but it's just to show how a small difference in the requirements can cause big consequence. Because if we, for some reason, we were running this code live, we'll have trouble. We're gonna lose money. We're gonna cause damage to our customers. So is that why it's important to validate whatever we are building against the reality. What are the rules? What are the requirements? How things should be? Because if we just do little math without like doing it correctly, we'll be in trouble. Cool? Okay, so that was the goal for the today class, just to review this and to have the first contact with how we're gonna be playing with AI. We're gonna be use this a lot. So it's not always perfect, there is mistakes, but we have to always review, but helps a lot. Cool? Okay, thank you. God bless you. See you next class. Wait. Review, but helps a lot. Cool? Okay, thank you. God bless you.